Objection! Hey everybody, welcome to Video Games Awesome Live. This is Trials and Tribulations, episode 9. I thought it was episode 8. I guess our Wind Waker's really been, we are outpacing it with this, eh?
2 episodes.
We gotta catch up with Wind Waker.
Yeah.
So we are in the second day of investigations for the third trial, and we're investigating a murder of a nerd hacker guy, or sort of a computer programmer dude who died at the, what's the name of the restaurant? A French restaurant. The Tribulations, in which a guy died of poisoning while he was like signing a contract with a music producer.
Well, that part's kind of iffy. There's like a piece of paper and there was a price written on it, and
then a circle around a price, and like
think
the name of a DJ, or like.
I think the bigger story there is the fact that he had a winning lottery ticket for.
And he had a winning lottery ticket for everything that he was a very poor guy, and yet he had just won the lottery, MC Bomber, and he just won the lottery at the table that moment. Also, there's something to do with the spilled vase that was...
No, not really, though.
Yeah, it ended up being on the actual old man's table. Victor Kudo witnessed the whole thing, but he didn't see it. He didn't see a second person. Maggie Bird's the only one who thinks there was a second person there. Anybody who else that could be a suspect besides her. Then there's also the issue of this mystery girl that only appeared briefly while we were at the Tribulations, who we think is probably who Victor Kudo actually saw from behind. Because he admitted he never saw her face, and he also admitted that he didn't see the staining.
Yeah, the big ketchup stain all over them.
Which, if Victor Kudo is only paying attention to the uniforms, he should have seen that staining. In addition, I guess that's it. Oh yeah, and then we've got a kleptomaniac Tribia owner who tried to nip the winning lottery ticket, but only ended up getting one that won $1.
Which is okay.
And I think we're going to be talking to him again today. I haven't practiced in like almost a month now, so I hope I do his voice okay. Let's get going.
So really nothing was accomplished, because
basically nothing, yeah.
Friggin' old man Kudo just...
Yeah, he didn't really prove us much.
Screwed around.
So, how do you think the trial went this morning?
How do you think it went?
It got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if it killed our chances.
Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee.
All we know is what old Mr. Kudo saw. The apron straps and the ribbon.
And that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Phoenix doesn't mean that the earpiece ruptured his eardrum. If you're rusty, that might be what you think that says. But I guess what we proved was that possibly his eardrum, he didn't need the medication that he had with him.
But he put the medication in his ear.
Oh yeah, they saw him put the medication in. So why was he using a earpiece? And all right,
I don't know.
This is gonna get confusing, I'm sure.
Talk about a terrifying case of contradiction and tightness.
Whoa.
Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh?
Yeah. We've got to find one for Maggie, or else she's going to terminal case of guilty.
Oh yeah, and Maggie's mad at Gumshoe.
Oh yeah, Maggie thinks that Gumshoe is trying to hang her out to dry.
Yeah.
The only person trying to help her right now. Well, I'm officially at a loss as to where to start.
Yeah, me too. Let's try some brainstorm. You go first.
I guess we should try to put Mr. Kudo's testimony to some sort of use.
Yeah, it's true.
And we need to figure out the identity of that waitress who the victim really was. Somehow, I think the key to the case has got to be at the Tribulations. You know, the murder scene.
Well then, let's go back there and check it out again. Oh, and we should drop in on Maggie, see how she's doing too.
Any ideas? So, anything on your mind?
Actually, there is something.
Huh?
I was wondering about Xenohep. You know, like what he said and like what he's like and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot about that guy. Phoenix puts on a goatee. Oh, so yeah, I forgot. This guy is Zinhotep.
Yeah.
I gotta beat you so hard it'll feel like you was smooching the express train.
He bites his tongue.
Phoenix, right?
He should have a Miley Cyrus, or fucking Miley Cyrus voice.
That is Miley Cyrus's voice.
Oh yeah.
Phoenix, right? You saying you Phoenix, right? Cause I'm Phoenix, right? The one and only.
What do you think? Was this guy really named Phoenix Wright as well? What are the odds that the same guy with, like a guy with the same hair would have the name Phoenix Wright, a very rare name? Or do you think he's been hypnotized? Or like, do you think he actually is? Like, or do you think he's pretending to be Phoenix Wright, or do you think he really believes he's Phoenix Wright?
Right now, I feel like his name is Phoenix Wright, but
The thing was, he seemed genuinely surprised
yeah,
when he found out our name was Phoenix Wright.
yeah, but I don't think he's a lawyer.
They think it's one of those two. Okay.
Actually,
I've learned a little something about my doppelganger.
huh? You did? What did you find out?
Oh yeah, Maya was working the restaurant when I ran into Don Fonine. Did he? Wait, what? Don Fonine? I don't know what you're talking about, Phoenix. Is that like a word they made up to be a moniker for this guy, a nickname? Yeah, that's weird. All right.
Yeah, can't figure that one out.
Let's just say he was such a terrible version of me that I think I wanted to sue for defamation.
Phonione?
Phonione? That's horrible. What's that guy's story anyway? What does he have to gain by impersonating me? And who is that masked man? All right.
Good one.
Thank you. Is there any new evidence that she should see, that she should talk about? How about the victim's prescription bag, Maya?
New ear otolaryngological clinic. I guess if your eardrum was ruptured, you could listen to the radio. You couldn't listen to the radio, huh?
Yeah, it'd be pretty pointless to wear an earpiece of any kind.
The medication in the bag is missing too, right?
The mysterious vanishing medication. Much like our mysterious other person.
The one thing about that is the
Have water.
earpiece separate from the thing that's covering his eye, because the thing covering his eye is like a computer and it prints out data on it and information. Like, I feel like that's going to come into play at some point. And I feel like...
But he had a portable radio with him, right?
Oh, yes, they are different. Yeah. Okay.
Here we go.
I can't believe they found this in Maggie's pocket.
Yeah, but she was passed out, right? So the killer could have easily planted it on her.
Where do you even get a hold of something like this? It's not like you can go down to your local Costco and buy it in bulk for $5 a pound.
She's got a point. How the killer got a hold of this poison is pretty important. Well, it's cyanide, right? Hey guys, hey chemistry nerds. I know that we got a few of you in there, probably.
Uh-huh.
How hard is it to get cyanide? Can you make it? Like, is cyanide hard to find?
Someone in the comments said that the amount that they put into his cup wouldn't kill him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I don't think that's something we're supposed to know.
Anyways.
Apple seeds have it.
Yeah, but you'd have to have a million fucking apple seeds to do it.
Isn't that just common rat poison?
Really?
Pretty easy. It just appears in a tooth once you become a spy.
Yeah.
It's hard to get. Making cyanide that pure would take a bit of science.
Oh.
It's almost surreal that this artsy apron is what got us this far.
Well, as art goes, this piece definitely leaves an impression.
I guess that means the old guy never saw the front of it, huh? Which means he didn't see the waitress's face either.
Victim's lottery ticket. You know, but I mean, if he... Okay, whatever. I don't know, I don't know. Never mind. I'm
feel
confused.
like-
It's been too long.
I feel like Maggie says that she brought the coffee.
Yeah.
So
But then another waitress could have come in and then put the poison in a second time. That's what we should have asked Victor Kudo. How many trips did the waitress make to the table?
Maybe I should try the lottery sometime too.
Sure, why not? If you hit the jackpot, you could win $500,000.
So, what are you waiting for, Nick? Buy one.
No way! Don't you know lottery is a tax on people who are bad at math? It's true. It's true.
Blah, fine then. At least I can add it to the newly renamed Paths to Wealth. I'll have to call Barely later and have her add buy lottery tickets whenever possible.
That's awesome.
That's the cup the poison was in, isn't it?
Yeah, and the stain on the rim shows the victims used his right hand to pick it up. We discovered that.
Yeah.
But the old man swore he saw the victim pick it up with his left hand.
There's a lot going on with left and right here.
Yeah, dude.
There's something weird going on. The whole...
Because no one could possibly drink their coffee like
by
this
picking it up
instead
without
of
the handle.
handle.
Yeah. But like there's something going on with like left ear confusing, like was there a mirror in the booth? Is that why nobody could see the second person? Ow, that's going way far out. I don't know what's going on. I can't remember shit from this case even though I played it.
Oh, for the future?
Yeah, I'm just wondering like where
Okay.
it's going. If Mr. Kudo wasn't mistaken, then what could account for this contradiction? Crime foe. There's a second chair. Anyways. Do you know anything about this, Maya?
Even someone as worldly lies as me doesn't know anything about everything. So I, the great Maya, am sad to say I can't tell you much about this subject.
And then here's the floor plans. It's really annoying they don't put the X over the victim's actual seat. And there isn't a second chair. Huh.
What? There isn't a second chair.
Oh yeah, I thought that when you go to the Tribune, I thought that they show specifically 4 chairs at each table, but...
Oh, I wouldn't put too much
Okay.
credit into that photo.
Okay, I think this is all she has to... Oh, she might say something about Victor's testimony.
I'm sorry.
A letter of apology from an old man? Oh, how sweet!
Actually, it's his testimony, if you can call it that.
So, what's it say? I broke the vase at my seat, I'm sorry? I used to break things all the time when I was little, you know? And I used to have to write apologies all the time, too.
Well, Pearls and Adrian seem to have picked up something where you left off.
Yeah, man. That was it? Damn it.
So, when the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. This is gonna come into it as well. Obviously, or it wouldn't be. If there's one thing Phoenix knows, it's what to keep in evidence and what's irrelevant.
Yeah, totally.
Alright.
A loan of $500,000! I wonder if Mr. Armstrong did to get that much debt.
I'm going to guess he spent money needlessly. You'd better watch your spending too.
Hey, I've got a great idea! What if Mr. Armstrong charged $20,000 for the 20 set?
If you hit people with that kind of bill, Maya, they will hit you back. Then there's this scooter.
That thing must be in an accident. It's a total wreck.
It's just got a loose mirror. That's what the guy I met at the park was riding, and I'm betting he's the fake me. 'Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only. His voice is still ringing in my ears.
Introduce me next time, Nick. I want to meet Zing Hotep too.
And the lunch special. Oh, nothing. Man, we've almost spent an entire segment just talking to Maya.
It's good though. It's like a nice refresher.
I can't believe there's a fake Nick running around.
Yeah, I know. What's the deal with that? Why is he impersonating me? God!
Maybe he's got something against you. People do tend to have a distinct distaste for you, Nick.
True enough. The only thing prosecutors seem to like about me is pushing me around.
Or maybe he's got something against Maggie.
So, he pretended to be me to get Maggie convicted? Yeah, like, I mean, there's so much mystery around that guy. And who is that masked man?
Yeah.
This doodle here, it was drawn by the victim, right?
This is a newspaper from the day of the incident, so yeah, we've got to assume so. There must be a clue in there somewhere.
I guess we should show it around to see if anybody can tell us more about it.
I don't know. Okay. What about this?
That badge is totally useless, Nick.
What?
I mean, no one suspected Zinhotep was a real lawyer. I bet he didn't even have an attorney's badge.
I guess you're right.
Or maybe he did have one, and maybe he switched your real one for a Fugazi.
My badge? A fake? Ha! That's a good one, Maya.
Why the nervous laughter, Nick? Ah, I knew it! Your badge really is fake, isn't it, Nick?
Alright, maybe a little more about, what do you think of your boss?
Oh yeah.
The chef's a witness too, right?
I suppose so. He was in the kitchen at the time of the incident.
Well, since Old Man Seed's testimony is pretty much useless to us,
Old man seeds.
I guess we ought to speak to Mr. Armstrong again, huh?
What about Kudo?
It's the seedy old man! What's his name again?
Vermin Kudo, is it? I can't remember either. I've never seen a witness...
Victor!
Victor. I've never seen a witness mess up so badly in court before.
Better stay away from him for a while, huh?
I have this feeling that he'll end up being the most solid testimony ever.
Yeah, dude, me too.
Yeah, it might be more than a seed that he chucks at me next time.
I really felt sorry for Gansu today. He really wanted to help Maggie out, but he kept getting backed into a corner.
Maggie took it pretty bad, didn't she? Do you think she feels betrayed?
Maybe we've got to cheer her up somehow. She's a friend after all.
A friend? I never really thought of it that way, but I guess she is. And who is that masked man?
Have you noticed the victim in our cases tend to be people we know nothing about, Nick?
Probably because we don't ask anything about them.
Yeah, dude.
Take Glenn Elk, for example.
Now that you mention it.
We don't know what kind of guy he was or why he was killed. I say it's time we get out there and find some answers.
Good call, yo.
A lot of strange, conflicting things are keep popping up today in the trial, huh?
Yeah, and they seem to come out of nowhere.
That's why we've got to talk to Maggie and get this whole thing straightened out.
Maggie said that when she brought the victim his coffee, there was one more person sitting at the table. This single contradiction is probably the most important one we have to resolve. You know, she has never said that the person sitting at the table looked like me, and yet all of the, like, premonitions and, like, scenes that we've been privy to as the audience or the player
Yeah.
have shown that it's us Phoenix Wright look-alike, so probably the guy that we were talking to. Don't you think Maggie would have mentioned that the guy that was also there was the guy who ended up being my fucking lawyer?
Yeah.
Like,
You would think, but nothing was said.
Godot got it really. Godot got it good today, huh? He was even smoking at the end there.
he'll have a new witness ready for tomorrow, though. You can count on it. We need to figure out the facts before then, or we're doomed. Mia really bailed me out again yesterday.
Arg! That seedy old man was so rude to me. He didn't even realize how awesome I am. If he had, I bet he would have treated me better.
Since when did you become so awesome?
Hey!
So, how's your spirit medium training going?
Oh.
Well, I'm kind of taking a break. I'm a bit of trouble right now, you know?
Last year's incident must have been on her mind. I haven't seen Maya since then at all. I think Mia's said that it's because Maya's at a loss these days. Yeah, we've heard that. Alright, we're caught up. There's your refresher.
Last time on video games, awesome.
Basically, yeah. When we come back, we're gonna head down, I guess, to the detention center, talk to Maggie first, and then we'll head over to the Tribulations. Stay tuned, Video Games Awesome Live continues with Trials and Tribulations.